drawing a lot of attention at the moment with my camera.
I am here in Cali, Colombia, a city renowned for its dancing culture, food, and music. But instead of heading out to find music, food, and dance, instead, I wanted to see what Cali's most dangerous Comuna was like, and did it stand up to its reputation as one of Colombia's most dangerous Comunas. The name of this area is Siloé, or Comuna 20, and it is considered the poorest and most dangerous neighbourhood in the city of Cali due to robbery, gunfights, delinquency, and even murder. Now, this is not a touristic area. Everything online says not to go here. The locals say not to go here, and even the taxi driver told me he wouldn't take me into the Comuna. But he told me I could take the cable cart up over the hillside barrio into Siloé. So that's exactly what I did. Back in the late 1900s, it was used as a stronghold for the guerrilla forces, paramilitaries, and smuggling routes for the narco movements, which caused major issues with violence. But now these are just scarred memories of the past. But what we are left with is a Comuna stricken with poverty, gang movements, delinquency, and a rumour that people here will do what they need to do to survive. But rumours are sometimes stronger than reality, and that is exactly what I wanted to test, and see if my presence in this Comuna would cause a situation that even I may regret. Come with me on my 2 days inside Cali's most dangerous Comuna, and welcome to Siloé.
¿Y cómo es aquí ahora? ¿Tiene mucho...?
Pues hay muchos conflictos, pero ha cambiado mucho. Ha cambiado bastante.
Ok. ¿Y conflictos para qué?
Conflictos armados por el tema de los que sucedió en el paro del marco nacional.
Ok.
Entonces allí hubo un antes y un después, pero está tratando de volver a resurgir todo. Más la pandemia también nos ha retrasado bastante, pero estamos ahorita mejor.
So after setting off on foot into the Comuna, I have to say my nerves were bubbling up to an uncomfortable level. Alex, my guide, wanted to show me the local museum, which was owned by a guy named David, who had turned his house into a collection of things from the history of Siloé, including a room that was full of demon masks, which is apparently a tradition of Siloé.
Old rifle. Alright, so this is pretty interesting. Pretty nerve-wracking, really.
Being that it was my first day in the Comuna, I was unprepared. I did not come with all of my recording equipment. But after saying goodbye to David, I set off back home to get prepared to come back the next day.
This is day 2 in Siloé, and I'm back with my guide Alex, and we're going to take a walk and just check out some of the graffiti in the town here. Now, again, I have to be careful here. Alex knows pretty much everyone here. As I said, you don't enter here without a local guide, where you can be somewhat, to a degree, secure. And let's get going.
Siloé es muy famoso porque tiene muchos laberintos o huecos por donde no caben las motos, y los policías no pueden capturar a la gente porque se le pierden por huecos. Alalo.
Okay.
Sí, así. Entonces, si viene un policía y un man se le metió ahí, arrancó a correr para abajo, ya perdió.
So what Alex was saying back there in the street was that here in Siloé, it has a lot of like alleyways, stairways, that like what we're on right now. And these, if the police are to come, people can escape really quickly. They don't get captured. And this is another reason why this used to be a stronghold for the guerrillas and the paramilitaries. So up until 2000s, that was when the paramilitaries and guerrillas were taking turns of living in the stronghold, or living in the barrio. And now they're gone, but solo ahora tiene grupos like
armados.
gangs, grupos armadas. So now they just have gangs here.
No,
muchas? No, muchas.
Sí, bastantes.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of gangs here, and this is why you don't come in here, because it's a dangerous neighborhood. There's a 40% crime rate here of delinquency, thieving, gunpoint, all that sort of stuff, and still murder. But it's still, I mean, there's still a lot of lovely people here. Yesterday I was pretty nervous, to be honest, when I was here. That's nerve-wracking. Today I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. I know Alex a little bit better. We've spoke on the phone a lot of times, and he knows everyone here, so I'm feeling a little bit more content today, and I hope that feeling is the right feeling to have.
That's good. Bien, okay.
But welcome to Siloé. ¿Cómo se llama ese barrio?
Este barrio se llama Lleras Camargo.
Lleras Camargo.
Lleras. Uno
Lleras.
de los 11 barrios.
We're in Lleras right at the moment, and I've got to say, it's kind of cool being able to be here with Alex. Have a look, guys.
Sector La Playa. Mira las gradas.
No, perrito, perrito.
Aquí vive mi compañero.
¿Qué? Aquí.
Sí. Johnny. Hola.
No está.
¿No está? ¿Y tu abuela? Ah, bueno. Doña Reina.
Hey.
Muchas gracias.
¿Cómo se dice esa?
Gradas.
Gradas. Muchas gradas, muchas gradas aquí.
Y vienen corriendo y arrancó por ahí para arriba. Perdió.
¿Yo?
No, la policía.
Oh, la
Ya,
policía.
ya no puede capturar.
See, so he's saying like when if you've got to run from the cops, if the cops come here, you go up them stairways and through the alleyways, and they're never gonna get you. They're never gonna get you. It's just, look at this, guys. Check this out. This is why they're never gonna get you here. Well, you can see that, how steep this is all the way up to the top. Now, if you can see how steep that was. If you go cracking up through there while the police are after you, hey, they're not going to get you. And you've got to remember here, the police, there's between civilians and police and government, there's always a bit of conflict. So people don't want to get caught. I mean, that's a political matter I'm not even going to touch. But regardless, if you want to get away, you're going to want to be here because you can get away real fast. I mean, yesterday I was feeling pretty nervous. I'll be dead honest. It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking being in a place where you're not supposed to be. But with Alex today, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. You can probably see it in my face.
Hey. Mira, allí por ejemplo, la policía cuando no conoce se le perdieron. Si viene un policía y otro que se le metió por aquí, ya perdió. Ya.
Sí. Adiós.
Ya, adiós, chao.
Nunca busco.
No. Entonces es muy difícil capturar. Doña
Exacto.
Alicia Gualguán. ¿Cómo
Hola.
va?
Hey, jóvenes.
Sigo caminando.
So yeah, he's just saying like this is a good example. You know, running through these alleyways, no one's going to catch you. This is why this place is a stronghold for any criminal activity, and that's why it's so dangerous too. And the poverty here too is at a higher level. Es mucho more, es muy difícil buscar trabajo aquí.
Muy difícil, no.
No, pero no.
Sí hay empleo, pero mucha cantidad de gente. La comuna tiene 160.000 habitantes.
Holy shit.
Es mucha gente.
Mucha gente.
Mucha gente. Y hay mucha gente de grupos de
Ajá. ¿Cómo estás, señor? Mucho gusto.
Este señor Christopher de Austria,
Sí.
que quiere conocer la comuna. Este fue el primer transporte
Sí.
de la comuna. Así fue, a lomo de caballo o de mula, fue como se construyó toda la loma que tú ves. Y ellos hacen parte de esa cultura que arrancó por allá en 1905 más o menos. Arrancó la cultura de los caballos o los arrieros de Siloé. Todavía hay muchos arrieros y ellos son de esa cultura que se mantiene.
Ok, sí. Cuídate, chao. I gotta say, guys, this is a pretty interesting place. Feel pretty good to be able to be here, honestly. It takes a bit to come here.
Vías de acceso anchas, pero caminos de gradas.
Ajá.
O sea, por eso se dificulta tanto el acceso a sacar una persona que esté enferma. Entonces, las
ok.
ambulancias,
No puede.
Cruz Roja no puede.
Ay, la verdad. Entonces la gente necesita ayudar, ¿sí?
Ayudarse. Exacto.
So saying because of the... Sit down. Got a dog going at me. Little tough man.
Sí, sí, sí.
He's saying because of the how inaccessible this place is. For an example, that had a street, right? And this is a mixture between stairs, a street, and an alleyway. If you've got someone that's sick, especially if they're an older person, young, it doesn't matter. A sick person, the ambulance cannot, the paramedics, they really can't get in here to help them. So then the people have to help. So you've got strong communities as well, where everyone's backing each other up. And then you've also got the crime on top of it, which weighs everyone down because people become afraid and it's a snowball effect. But I tell you what, interesting place. En muchos lugares, ¿cómo es para fiestas aquí?
Muy fiestero.
¿Mucho?
Mucho. César. ¿Bien o qué? Paseando con usted, man. Buenas,
Señor,
buenas.
buenas tardes.
¿Cómo vamos? Por aquí vamos. Estoy llevándolo a conocer los laberintos.
All right, we're going back down here.
Es una cárcel donde encierran a las mujeres que venden todo.
Ajá.
Así hágale que pueda. Claro.
Ciao.
Chao.
He's a funny man. All right. Ah, es cerrado.
¿Qué pasó aquí?
Oh, we locked out.
Ah, no.
No, it's no. Está abierto.
Está abierto.
We're good.
Okay,
We're good. Let's keep
vamos.
cracking. Cheers, Alex.
Este barrio arranca allá donde te digo y termina aquí.
Okay.
Alalo. Bien. Es el barrio más pequeño de Cali. Tiene 2 cuadras.
Hay solo dos cuadras.
Solo dos cuadras.
It's only 4 streets, this barrio. It's the smallest barrio in Cali. Muy pequeño.
Muy pequeño.
So this right here is the end of the barrio. This is the end of it. You got a guy down here.
Este es el embalse que represa toda el agua sucia de arriba de la parte alta.
Ajá. Dirty water.
Ajá. Listo, pues yo estoy caminando por
So
aquí.
this is the smallest barrio. Four streets, that's it. It's tiny. Cuatros.
4 cuadras.
So it's sorry, not 4 streets, guys. That's cuatros. It's four blocks. 4 blocks. That's the best way to say that. So, fuck, that's it. That's it. It's like 1 street, 4 blocks. There, and 2 little ones at the back.
El barrio más pequeño de la ciudad de Cali.
It's the smallest barrio. We're in the smallest barrio. I'm on the outskirts of it. The smallest barrio in Cali.
Y esto es un fenómeno de la vida. ¡Epa, epa!
El enano, le dicen además el enano. Ahí se está grabando.
Ladrones del común.
¿Qué?
Ladrón y m***a.
¿Cómo estás?
Vea. Este es un personaje de la vieja guardia.
Personaje. Nos vemos, muchachos.
Ciao.
El Siloé.
That's the cemetery. I'm sure you figured that out yourselves. I'm drawing a lot of attention at the moment with my camera.
Nos van a robar. ¿Cómo me
Hola.
ha ido, señor? Un ciudadano australiano que anda haciendo turismo conmigo.
Fuck, man, everyone's looking at me. You stand out like a sore thumb when you're white, blue eyes with a camera in your hand. It's not the most comfortable feeling, eh, in a barrio that you're not supposed to be in. It's yeah. Es cuando estoy no de aquí, entonces cuando estoy caminando, ojos azules, blanco, con una cámara, mucha la gente.
Ya, sí, todo el mundo sabe
Sí,
que no eres de acá.
no es muy cómodo.
No, no.
Here we have the local transport. They're pretty badass. They're pretty badass looking thing, eh? The Jeeps. I like them. Also have to be careful holding this camera. Since I've been in Colombia, I've met so many people. Most of them actually were Colombian women who get their stuff snatched straight out of their hand from people on bikes. Solo explicando, yo conocer mucha gente.
Sí.
Cuando ellos caminando en las calles, sí, la gente roben sus cosas, sí, sus cosas, el bolsas, muchas mujeres.
Sí.
Pero eso también necesito cuidar.
¿Sabes qué es el sancocho?
No.
Una comida típica colombiana, sancocho.
Sancocho,
De
ok.
gallina.
Sí, nunca probar.
Aquí en Cali existe el sancocho trifásico.
Ok.
Trifásico es de tres carnes.
3 carnes, ¿sí?
Pollo, cerdo y res.
Bueno, muy rico.
Y aquí se conoce como el sancocho. Entonces yo aquí, en esta comuna, soy como el sancocho. Todos me conocen.
Ok.
Ladrones, putas, maricas, lesbianas, todos me conocen.
Sí, todos.
Pero yo los recocho a todos y todos me conocen. Y los ladrones también.
Pero es bien, la gente, bien para conocer toda la gente, pues más segura, la gente no jugar contigo,
No.
porque tú sabes, tú conoces todos.
Eso. Entonces, normalmente, cuando ando con los turistas, eso les da confianza.
Ujú.
Y los ladrones se me arriman. No puedes hacer nada. ¿Sí me
Sí.
entiendes?
Sí, sí,
Y ya,
sí.
se me abre. Este barrio sí es más grande, más antiguo, pero fue creado para los trabajadores del municipio.
¿Es más antiguo aquí en Siloé o en Toro?
No, de la parte plana.
Ah, ok.
En la parte alta, Siloé, 1915.
Oh, shit.
Este 1973.
All right, so this is the oldest barrio in this area. There's another one that's back in 1915. So this is the oldest barrio in this district, I guess you'd call it. This part of the barrio is del barrio. It's really beautiful. Alex was just asking me what I think of it, and I think it's really beautiful actually. And this part's actually a little bit more modern
¿Bien o no?
than some of the other
¿Cómo
areas.
vamos, Enrique?
And the streets are
Bien.
really
Durmiendo
nice
con
condition.
un
It's
ciudadano-
pretty
un
good. A
ciudadano
lot of
australiano.
color too, you know, it's all painted.
Vamos, ¿bien o qué, Enrique?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, amén, todo bien, gracias.
Muy bien, me alegro.
Ahí, turismeando.
Amén.
Todo bien.
Cuídate. Suerte. So Alex is sick at the moment. He's been in hospital with something, cárteras?
Cálculos.
No
renales.
sé, I don't know what that is in English, so I can't tell you what it is, but he's been in hospital in November.
En diciembre.
Diciembre, so in December he was in hospital, and now so the guys are asking him, you know, what are you doing walking around the streets?
Tuve hospitalization hasta el 2
Sí.
de enero. Hospitalizado. Mira.
Ah, fuck. He's only just gotten out of hospital on the 2nd of fucking January, and he's out in the streets walking around with me. Ay, muy fuerte, hombre. Right now we're on the border of Siloé. Comuna 20, Comuna 19. This is not Siloé. So we're on the outskirts of the no-go zone. Up into there is the no-go zone. Aquí es...
Barrio Tequendama. Barrio Tequendama.
¿Cómo es? ¿No es peligroso?
No. Estrato 4.
Okay.
Allá, extracto 1.
Okay. Right, so it's the rating. This is rated at number 1. This is rated at number 4. So there's a big difference. On this line right here, there is a major difference in the danger rating and crime rating as in comparison to the two barrios. Guys, remember, this is a no-go zone. This is not a touristic zone. You do not enter here unless you have a guide like my friend Alex here. Alex knows everyone in this barrio, and I'll have to be honest, when I first arrived it was pretty nerve-wracking. Even throughout, every now and then you'd feel a little bit uncomfortable. Blue eyes, white skin, with a camera in your hand you draw a lot of attention. But it turned out that the end of the day came and we had absolutely no problems. This is my second day in the barrio, in the Comuna. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Alex, muchas gracias para hoy.
No, gracias a ti por venir acá y bienvenidos todos por allá.
Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.